Hi, Libra. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your attention and awareness. Earlier in the month, I created an ink blot made in your name and essence, and we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities, scrying for shapes and symbols that speak to our psyche and psychic senses. We're also going to add on Tarot and Oracle, and where Mr. Ghost Gift is here kicking, we have GhostTube for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, pleased to receive or release freely, Libras. Librarians, your angel number that came out was 1. I am innovative, and your 3 cards that came out in the pre-shuffle are love, boo, and that lighting's not going to allow it to come through, and whatever's right. I'll do this. Oh, we had a card fall over up there, if that's helpful. So I just want to note off the hop as I was stepping into your reading, and my nose is getting itchy, so that's fun. I feel like there's a surprise coming in. I also feel like if you have a partner who's passed, they are going to be either sending you a message, or you're going to be seeing them in a dream, or somebody's going to look just like them. I don't know, but you're going to be like, it's like a jaw-dropping, undeniable message that it's from them. Okay. On the other hand, if you're looking for a mate of some sort, get ready. And it doesn't have to be about love, because I typically don't do love messages, but I gotta say here, there's a lot going on. All right, okay. If you want to start scrying for yourself, by all means, please do. I'm going to take a moment to open up. Full disclosure, I had gotten started, but I was having some technical difficulties, as it does happen sometimes. So here we are once again.
Give it to me.
So Libras, when you're ready. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support in the name and honor of the Libra Collective. Libras, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Truly gratitude galore as you warm my haunted heart. I want to dig in here. I'm getting very excited. Okay. Getting all ants in the pants. You know the drill as well. If you see anything, please feel well to comment below, as your reflections help deepen the Rorschach reading for our interconnected nature. So what I was seeing here is How to Train Your Dragon. I've never seen the movie, but it's what I saw. So I assume it has some, I don't even know. How to Train Your Dragon. For some, this also could be like a crow or a raven. But quite specifically, I'm seeing it as a dragon, and it's like a bubblegum dragon. So there's something really, really sweet and tender about it. And it's working on the back of like the mystical realm. There's a lot of mysticism going on in here.
iScry.
Yeah, we do. There's a lot of mysticism going on here. Mysticism. I said it correctly, I think. Like, look at all these different creatures and characters. Some of you are really empathic, and you feel deeply. Empathy. Empathy is an emotion that can move you. The expressions of empathy, true empathy, they're moving like music. Some of you also might be listening to very specifically classical music. Seeing somebody...
What happened to me?
I don't know what happened to you, love, but as soon as I was tuning into that and you asked, I saw somebody, like maybe, I don't know what the right term is, so forgive me, I'm not trying to be rude. I don't know if it's like paraplegic or something along that lines, but like doing skiing or something like that.
I don't know.
Maybe your legs don't work, or I don't know, something along that lines, but I see being like, almost like an Olympian, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to do it. But I see being very successful at it. Yes, highly successful at it. Okay, sorry. So I'm also seeing down here, I'm seeing some, okay, I don't know if they're coming out of the shower or maybe what it is, or out of the water, but I feel like somebody stepped in gum, and somebody might think that's like now you're stuck there, like where if you might have stepped in gum and you're like, oh man, but I feel like, again, this is kind of like in training your dragon, like what you leave behind, your footprint, your energy footprint, your signature, quite specifically, feels light. It feels light and lovely. Okay, so as you are training this dragon, you're also receiving something in return, and it's coming like right into your it's actually between your third eye and your crown. You might have another chakra between the two. What is that? I can't remember. Can't remember the name of it. It's fleeting. It's fleeting me. The chakra in between them. Hilarious. I'm seeing somebody bald that's blow drying their hair. Okay, so I'm also seeing right here, and I had circled it before, man, because I actually smelt this woman in my kitchen earlier because I connected with this, and if I recall, but again, it didn't record, she said it smells, and I smelt her in my kitchen. She has a very, very sweet smell. So this message might be for one or a few or many, I'm not sure. So please receive or release freely. And if it's not your scry story, this part anyway, thank you for holding space for others to receive theirs. So very specifically, there's a woman or feminine prominent energy in spirit. I feel like it's a masculine still here in the animated realm. Masculine energy, male or female expressed, their expression. And I am waiting. Okay, so this comes into the lighting just doesn't allow that to. I am waiting. I feel like Aries. I am waiting to hear something that they're okay. They're absolutely okay. They're absolutely okay. Can I get a message from them? She has a very specific scent in it. I remember when I smelled it in my kitchen, it was very, very sweet. And it was like a perfume. It wasn't like a candle or anything like that. It was very specifically like a perfume scent, and it smelled sweet to me anyway. I feel like for this gentleman, okay, sorry, no, that's this masculine energy incarnate, prominent. I know you have both, but prominent, I'm speaking to the masculine part of you. You're waiting for a message from her. So she's trying not to. This is my place. Oh my heavens and hot dogs. I'm glad it's your place. Don't mind my king in yellow here holding up the ghost box. She doesn't want to surprise you, but I feel like it's going to be surprising anyway. This dream, this thing that you see. If somebody's looking for love and you're both in the animated realm, I feel like you might be a little shocked the way you meet them. Any gender, any role, all energies being very fluid when I wander into that, because whatever's right. Love is love, man. Love is love. And that feels like there's this is what this whole scope feels like. The respect and the beauty of recognizing this fluidity of the universal love force and frequency, and allowing it to be worked through and expressed, whether it's through a man and a woman and a woman and a woman, a man and a man, and the exchange of in between, the transcendentalness of it. This feels like innovating individually, freely, what the expression of love is, even to those in the departed. You know what I mean? Are still trying to send confirmations of love and any expression they can find that it will be held meaningfully and trusted true, to know what love feels like. And I feel like only you would know that from this partner or from this other person. Call it a soulmate, call it whatever you'd like. Could be a business partner for some. You're like, that's my jam. I want a really good business partner. I'm eternal. So she's stepping forward. Don't be surprised when you get what you want, when you get what you ask for. I'm also seeing a pair of earring clasps, very specifically like the little claspy part or at the back of a necklace. So a necklace might be significant to somebody as well, because I'm also seeing a pair of pants, and I saw that earlier. But this earring clasp or necklace, it's something about like a piece of jewelry. We'll add on some oracle. Sorry, Libras. Oracle. Wake up call. Listen and take note. Okay. Wake up call kind of brings me into this boo. Do you have a question? Is it right? I'm hearing if somebody is in this state of grief because their partner passed some time ago, whatever that means, right? It's the same kind of thing as love. Free the frequency. Yes, free the frequency. Bracelet. Oh, is it a bracelet? Is that what the clasp is? A bracelet? Maybe it might be giving or receiving, or it's a sentiment piece. It's okay. Wake up call. Listen and take heed. What is it that you would like to innovate? 1. You are a self-starter with very innovative ways of creating opportunity. Your determination and endurance are powerful and will help you get through times and reach success. So for some of you, this isn't a time. I'm hearing like a drought. Now, maybe this isn't a drought of love, business, relationships, or grief. This is the wake-up call. Receive it. Boo. I am here. I love you. But wake up. You are living, and I want you to experience love. What is this claspy thing? Yellow. Joy and happiness. White, purity. iScry. Key to freedom through codependency or through releasing the codependency. This doesn't mean being released in the way one might think by letting go. It's about letting in, the way I'm hearing, letting in. Look at all these angel wings. And all that pink. Is that the sky? The codependency? Stepping on top of it and going up, up and over. The land of love. The land of love. You're living in the land of love. Somebody's prince as well. I feel like I'm looking for a prince. Red, strength and power. Air, free, fly free. Yeah, there's something like freeing those frequencies. And they're in the root space, which in one way, shape, or form, passion, anger, stability. But what we're also talking about is like just what makes maybe, a little lusty, a little lovey-dovey.
Have you been before?
But freeing those. If somebody has passed and you're asking for permission to move on. Love is love. You're here to love. You're in the land of the living. For some, if you're going through a breakup or something like that, I'm hearing like free yourself. Put out the call. When and if, like, put the call out that what will make you happy. Libras, I don't mean to make this all about love in some way, shape, or form. Romantic, platonic, corporate, creative. Again, this can all be very business thing. If you love business and you love expressing your frequency of love through business, through creating, through accounting, through whatever the case may be. Do you know what I'm saying? This is what it makes me feel like. It's like, yeah. That's how I want to express it. And that's what frees it from me.
Chains.
So I'm free from the chains of feeling this, keeping it cooped up. I have so much love to give. Love yourself. Give it to you. I hope I have not butchered this message. It's so powerful and profound, but I feel like I'm kind of, like I'm not qualified to be this kind of a speech giver. Libras, you obviously are. Because there's so much air around you with, and I mean good air, with this purity and innocence. And it's all here. This bubble gum.
Sure.
I don't know what this bubble gum is, but it feels really, I'm also seeing a mudra. And all these like prismatic. And then you have the cube here. Mother Earth, grounding and support. I feel like Libras, this is what, like your energy of love and whatever expression it decides to take form, because that changes too. It's like once you create something, an expression of something, and then it carries on and becomes more of its own. It's like your children, they grow up and become their own people, and or you grow a seed and it becomes its own flower. This is what it feels like. It feels as though I feel like I am a bird flying in the sky, and I am looking upon a farm that has planted a bunch of things. I don't know what they are yet. But from that bird's eye view, I am really, really grateful because I know my friend, the bees, are down there pollinating, doing their thing, hunger and honey. What is fundamentally serving a strength, like with the bees' purpose of the whole cycle thing, and the bird flying up above it says, not my time yet. It's not my time to enjoy the fruits, the frequencies that I'm going to look forward to feasting upon in perhaps the corn in this field or the plants. And while one might say, yes, these are all pests, I don't know. But I feel like you're a very innovative farmer of sorts, of love frequencies. I really don't feel like I'm doing you any justice, Libras. So I apologize. But I'm grateful for your energy. Okay, let's add on some tarot before I take up too much of your time, you fantastic, fantastic Librarians. You have your star. See, like it's like you are made of stars. Come out of the shower in a wet towel.
Sacrifice.
You're still made of stars. You're still made of stars, Libras. Like you are embodied universal justice. You might be also training young people, younger generations.
Energy.
You also might entertain them. I feel like you do. You help either yourself or others work through fears. See, it's like these love frequencies and then these fear frequencies. And you're like, well, it's right either way. And then when I see this boo, it's like I'm hearing that meme thing that's going around. Surprise, surprise. For some, you might have a real fear of love. Trust. Maybe it's more trust versus a fear of love. Two of crystals there. Equanimity. See, and then disappointment. Maybe there's been some past disappointing energies that have been around. Again, business, personal, platonic, romantic. What do we got here? And creativity. Yeah, creative or corporate. Three of crystals coming in. Though, what's on the bottom? The moon. Okay, I think it was Scorpio's reading. I could be wrong. But I believe there was like a message in there of like to the moon and back, spirit in the sky, and it was a grandfather was in there. And I'm kind of getting the same vibe here, and I don't typically do that. So that's really interesting that it's associating me back there to the moon and back. Somebody loves you to the moon and back.
Why are you here?
I want to note here, like with the three of crystals, creativity, and your angel number card is I am innovative. You're a creative creature, Libras. You're creative in the way you measure the feather to the heart. And even when there's been disappointments.
Clock.
I feel like you don't harbor. Something about not harboring. You don't act like everything's okay. Some of you are seriously like star seeds or something like that. I feel like you're from, yeah. I feel as though when I come to the star, not everybody, of course not, but there's some Libras here, again, in that universal justice concept. Some planet that you might be from is crystal. It's like made of crystals or something like that. There's that weighing, that potato on there on the scale. And the moon came right back out. Okay. On the bottom now, delusions, the 10 of crystals. Yeah, okay. So I'm not concerned about the word. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I am telling you. It's like you're from there. That star. And maybe it's just simply like your North Star, your whatever star. Pick a star, love a star. Maybe you've named a star. Not allowing any disappointments to cause you any delusions of who you are. But I also really think that you help people go through this somehow. I don't know if it's of a profession or just as a friendship. I feel like in your aura,
Christina.
Lovers is right there as well. Two of Worlds reflecting. Somebody really is looking up at the stars, talking to their past lover, partner, companion, friend. They hear you. They hear you. And they also hear that you might be disappointed and that you're scared to be alone. But you won't be alone. That's the point. Love. Love. You're in the land of love. Love. And for those Libras that are in a situation, person, place, or thing, I have no idea if this makes sense. Somebody's also getting a ring. Lots of jewelry as well in here. There's earring clasp, what you said, bracelet, jewelry.
Niece.
There's lots of... Is somebody a jeweler? Or maybe you make jewelry or some sort of mosaic art. Sorry if I'm all over the place here, Libras. I really am trying to close up. But I think somewhere along the lines, it's because I got sucked into this planet. Or just your aura is all like crystallized. It's so beautiful. But as you can see, as a guest here, I'm a little like distracted. Maybe I'm in a state of delusion a little bit because it's like so creative and I love it. And I'm like, I kind of want to wander around here and let me look around. Let me look around. Let me take a look. And then someone's like, no, you have to leave. You have to close out the reading. I'm like, no, it disappoints me. I want to stay here. I want to stay here and just look around. And maybe the strength is getting back to that space and saying, you have to go home, but you can visit again. You can visit again. You get a dream from a loved one,
scared?
a sign or a symbol. I'm not scared. Are you scared? And I feel like if you are scared, is please hear those messages. Maybe somebody says something on TV that you get. How to Train Your Dragon. I feel like that's an important thing to say as I'm getting ready to close out. I've never seen it. I don't know what it means, but maybe you have inherent knowing. I'm going to leave this here, Libra, because I feel like I've already butchered it, but I got to tell you, I kind of want to linger. Whatever's right, man. I just want to linger here. It's like, you got to go. What is that song? Closing time. One last call for alcohol. So finish your whiskey or beer. Thank you. I will talk to you later. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can stay here. I know who I want.